Every step that you take mindfully is one step closer to what you're trying to manifest. I grew up in such a traumatic household. My dad would hit me. I was in CPS, Child Protective Services, Adult Protective Services, domestic violence shelters. I grew up in a very tough environment. I went to juvenile detention 3 times. When I was in med school, my dad wanted me to fail the whole time. And I had all of these factors that were against me. Finally, when I got out of med school, I got into residency. There was one of the toughest times of my life. I barely thought that I was going to make it. After that, I get married, I get divorced, I hate myself. I was single for about 5 years. That's what it took me to go from self-hate to self-love. But I've been single most of my life, lived alone most of my life, almost single now for about 8 years. And during this time, now that I've been sober from alcohol, cocaine, gambling debt, marijuana, self-hate for 7.5 years, what I've done is each time that I wanted to do something, I've mindfully manifested it. And I was in a mindful state each time, although at the time before I was mindless. When I was broke, I was like, there's something greater than me. Let me just enjoy what I have right now. Let me be aware. Let me try to be compassionate, although I don't know what that means. But if that person can do it, I can too. If that person can be a doctor, I can too. If that person can manifest, I can too. Look what's happened to me in my previous life. Look what's happened to me in my life. I've experienced all of these hardships. When you inspire from these and you inspire somebody else with these and you're mindful about the process, that means you're aware. Look, you can see the lake. We're at Snow Lake, 1,600 feet above. Took us about 2.5 hours to get here and manifested this. I was thinking about this. And all you need to do is first take the first step and just start writing it down. Accept the awareness around whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Accept that you are in the best place that you can be right now. Accept the abundance that God, the universe, has given you. When you do these things, you're lowering your cortisol levels as you're manifesting. You are lowering the epinephrine, the norepinephrine, that hit on the amygdala where you're stressed, that fight or flight, that sympathetic nervous response, that primal response. Instead, you're not acting from that performance-based mindset. I need to be more compassionate. You're acting from a place of mindfulness. And the reason why I'm sharing my story is because each level that I was at, and when I was manifesting the next level, although I didn't really understand what manifestation was at that time, and I was manifesting this next level, I was still appreciative of what I had. My reality was still good at the time. I'm like, thank God I'm here. Look, I'm not broke. I don't have that much money, but I'm not fully broke. I have food. I can walk. I can eat. I can run. I can work out. I can still take care of the things that I need to that are within my means, and I can still live within my core values as much as I can. But even though when I was drinking, smoking, I still had this sense of there's something more to my life. But right now, shoot, I'm just doing it. Darn it. I might as well just keep on doing it. And when you're able to accept these things with compassion, with empathy, with awareness, when you manifest, you'll be able to stay at your level and enjoy it. Because if you don't like where you are, when you manifest whatever it is that you want, when you get that abundance, you still may not like it if you are resentful, if you're complaining, if you're talking bad, if you're not accepting your emotions. And that's what I hope for you. And let's show you the lake here. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. And then I'm here with Suwarna. Oh my goodness. Namaste, everybody.